Hello everyone! So I know this is a bit of a weird setup. I'm just sat on my bed. I'm just trying to get all the light that's possible. It's quite dark, whereas I normally film over there. Well, there's natural light in, and I've also not wearing makeup, so that's why I look like I do. I don't know when this is going up. It's probably a weird time to be going up, and I've missed a lot of weeks. I am going to explain that, so just keep on watching to find out. So I actually haven't filmed this a weekly update since the 21st of October. It's been quite a while, so I'm gonna have to run through this quite quickly, and if there's any clips that I filmed, just so I can include that, then I can tell the general story of what's been happening and why I haven't been filming. So yeah, since when I last filmed, the weekend first was just at uni. I went out, and I just did work the whole weekend. Basically that. Then Tuesday was kind of like when this whole story began. This whole story is about my eye, my left eye, by the way. I woke up on the Tuesday morning feeling a kind of scratch sensation on my eye. I just thought I'd scratched it when I took my contact lenses out the day before. Like, I didn't really think anything of it, so I put my contact lenses back in and just went out. Like, Tuesday's my busiest day at uni, so just went to uni. I went out at night because we go out on a Tuesday night normally. I took my contact lenses out. It hadn't been irritating me that much that day, but as soon as I took my contact lens out, I just had a really sharp sensation, and it went really red and really closed and very painful. I couldn't put my contact lens back in that eye, so I put it back in my right eye and just left my left eye without it and went out. On Wednesday I woke up and it was so painful. It had become really light sensitive. Bright lights kind of hurt my eye, and it was really painful in the sun, and Wednesday happened to be quite a sunny day. Went to Boots that day and eye wash because I thought something was just in it. I went to like a walk-in doctor's because I didn't want to have to wait to make an appointment. And they said my eye was completely fine, it was just irritated. I didn't have to do anything for it. They gave me some ointment that I had to put in at night, and that was about it. I got back Wednesday night, it got worse. I wasn't able to sit in a bright room with my eye open, so if I was in the living room with everyone, I had to have something covering it, because even with my eye closed the light would still hurt it. But Wednesday night I just sat in this room just with all the lights off, and then on Thursday morning I woke up and my vision had went blurred in that eye, so I knew something was wrong, and I trusted my instinct rather than trusting the doctor. He did also say if it gets worse to go to the opticians. I got the opticians and they said just to go straight to A&E because I'd go in there and they would advise me to go anyway. At this point it was so, like, as I said, it was so painful to go into the light. I didn't want to leave my room where it was dark, and I decided to go home. And that whole day Thursday, because the doctor said that nothing was wrong with it, we just kept on putting this ointment in that he advised me to. It was actually 4 times a day, something like that, I don't know. I woke up on Friday, it was exactly the same. The treatment hadn't done anything. I think my vision actually got a little bit worse that overnight, and it was still really painful and stuff, so we decided to go to A&E. It's like an eye clinic. So it wasn't really A&E that we went to, it was the eye clinic in the hospital. So we went there, and all in all I think we were in the hospital for about 6-7 hours. Obviously there was a really long waiting list, and because I didn't have an appointment I just had to wait. The hospital was really light, so it was really painful to sit there and stuff, but obviously it was worth it. It told me that I had, this probably won't mean anything to anyone, but I didn't know what it was, a cornea ulcer, which is like an ulcer on my cornea basically. Your cornea is where your vision comes from, so if that's damaged then the risk is that you can go blind, is like the severity of it. If I had not done anything about this, it would have kept growing and growing, and eventually I would have went blind. I had eye drops to put in every hour, 1 to put in 4 times a day, then 2 to put in 2 times a day. Yeah, and then I had to go back on Monday, so I stayed at home over the weekend. And on Monday I went back to the hospital. So it hadn't shrunk, but it was getting better. The eye drops that I had to take every hour, then I had to take 6 times a day, and then the same for the other ones. And then I was introduced to new eye drops too, which would shrink it. I'd go back in a week. In that week I came back to uni. On Tuesday I had all my workshops, and then me and one of my flatmates went to go get curly fries that we got for free for completing a survey, and then we went and got a milkshake. So that was like a really cute date to come back to. Normally I go home on Thursday if I have to go home, but I went home on Friday this time because I spent all day Friday interviewing people for part of a radio show, and I went home Friday night because obviously I had the hospital appointment Monday, so I was like, might as well go home for the whole weekend. Today was bonfire night, so we went to the most dangerous bonfires I've ever been to.
Nah, I think what I need to do.
They were setting the fireworks off. There was ones going into trees that had fallen over. There was one just going up a little bit, then going off like completely, like the big firework. There was one just going off behind this pub. This girl got hit by a rocket that must have fallen down from somewhere. We were happy to be alive once we left. And on Monday, I obviously had a hospital appointment again.
I think this is the closest I've ever been to a helicopter.
Yeah, well, I've been in a helicopter. So
have you?
We were in there for about 4 hours. Yeah, I had a really good doctor on Monday. She just said it was getting better. I still had to, I still have eye drops to take. That was my last hospital appointment that I've been to. The one on the 7th of November. So the ones that I took 1 hour, 6 hours, these are now 4 times a day. Had eye drops to take 2 times a day, and then 1 more to take 1 time a day. And to be honest, last week's kind of a blur. Tuesday I was just uni the whole day, and on Wednesday it was one of my flatmates' birthdays, so we celebrated that. And on Thursday, oh my god, Thursday was so good. And one of my flatmates, we had bought tickets to go to a club that's in Lincoln. We're having Scott off of Love Island and Ross off of On the Beach to do a like celebrity appearance. So we bought tickets for that. We bought meet and greet tickets, and yeah, we went and met them. Didn't know who Ross was, but he was so nice. And yeah, Scott was really drunk, but so was I. So like we spent a good minute just like dancing together. Before we had to take this picture, they were kind of hurrying us along because we were just dancing. This is the picture. Go on. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. And Katie was there too, and we didn't get a picture with Katie, but I saw her in the toilets, and then I was too drunk to say hello or anything. On Friday I was then with my set design team. We had to go and get things obviously, so we just went shopping, and then Charlotte, my best friend if you don't know, came to visit. So she came up on the Friday around, I think her train got in about 3:30. Yeah, so I went to the train station to pick her up, and she came, which was so nice to see her. It was so weird for her to come to Lincoln because I've seen her since I moved to uni, but it was at home. We went out on Friday night. We then got up so late, and I was meant to meet my set design team, and I feel really bad because I couldn't. Yeah, and so we just chilled. Her train wasn't until 6:30. I put all my fairy lights on, which was so cute, and we just lay in bed watching Hotel for Dogs, and then we watched Gavin and Stacey's Christmas special, and we made pancakes. And yeah, then I walked back to the train station, and she went back. We're now caught up. Yesterday was Sunday. I think I got up really late yesterday too, and then just did some work. Basically what I've been doing. So yeah, I have to wear my glasses for 3 months because I'm not allowed to wear my contact lenses whilst I have this. Yeah, that's why I haven't filmed anything, because obviously I didn't really want to put this face out there. I basically can't wear makeup with my glasses because they sit too close to my face. Hello?
You alright?
Yeah?
What's going on?
Just like talking to myself.
Making
Not the
YouTube video,
privacy.
right? Can I be in it? Can I be in this video?
Yes, camera! You're filming, I didn't have time to stop it.
Hello.
You can see
you know what?
yourself.
I can't believe that you lied. Like you went.
This is Ijaz, one of my roommates.
Hi. It's so
Listen to
weird.
me. So thank you for watching. That was my story. Oh,
What
come
do you
on,
want?
Stefan.
Bugger off.
What's going on?
Hey, join the YouTube video.
We'll jump in it.
YouTube video.
Wait, not yet.
Wait, so what's this been about then?
No, we're just on the outro.
This is Stefan. This is Ijaz.
Otherwise known as.
Otherwise
Buzz
known-
and Quiche.
There we go.
So yeah, thank you for watching. Remember to give it a massive like, thumbs up, comment and subscribe. Press all the buttons down there. And Brodie will see you on Wednesday. Bye.